Hi everyone, welcome back to Basement Bros. I'm Mike,
I'm Ben.
and on this week's episode, we talk about two movies from S. Craig Zahler.
Sure.
Yeah. The ongoing unwanted sexual escapades in Hollywood,
Darn tootin'.
and a new segment from Ben.
Don't get your hopes up.
All that and more. All that, almost had it.
So this S... Wait.
Huh? What?
What are you shushing me?
I was just going to ask you how your week is going.
Oh.
I figure we should start by being nice.
I mean, nice. What a sham.
So before we get into all that, of course, I was going to ask you how your week was. I guess we'll just get that out of the way. How was your week?
I might have appendicitis.
All right. Well, that's been it for the Basement Bros.
It just cuts to an animation of the S being crossed off.
Next week on Basement Bro.
You're just sitting here.
He's pretty lonely. He died. Now I got to deal with this fucking cat.
If I do die, put this at my funeral.
How did you come to this conclusion?
I have a lot of pain here.
You might want to get that looked at.
I'm waiting for my health insurance card.
Do you have a time frame of when that's coming?
Maybe tomorrow?
Okay. Then you might want to get it looked at then.
Until then, beer!
Oh, there you go. I don't know if that hurts.
Ow!
Yeah. What, okay.
No,
Been a great fucking week.
Yeah. How was your week?
Good. Full of eating my child's candy. He's 3 and he doesn't need a fucking lick more of energy.
You'll have him bouncing off the walls if you give him too much of that.
He ate like, fuck, not a bag, one singular M&M, and he went absolutely ballistic. And I was just like, that's it. How many crackers did you get from like the retards when you went trick-or-treating? You're only getting those. He got like 3 bags of like goldfish and whatnot.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
like, okay, you're just getting those and your fucking pretzels that you got.
Well, that's some use for the lame handouts.
Yeah. I, on the other hand, got diabetes. But, again, on another fucking horrible note, we film on the night after a horrible shooting apparently down in Texas.
And I said not even like 5 minutes ago, I was like, because I was looking at my notes, I was like, well, I wrote terrorist attack, but I don't know which one this is.
It's fucking
Like-
horrible.
Like, that's fucked up. That it's becoming a regular occurrence at this point.
I know.
But anyway, what are the details of this shooting? This time?
Southland? Hang on, I should probably get this right as to not sound like a fucking asshole.
Well, that comes commonplace with our show.
Yeah. I know it's down in Texas. I just want to make sure I get the... Sutherland Springs, Texas. 26 people were killed and another 24 were injured. From just some 26-year-old asshole with a gun.
White dude, I'm guessing.
That seems to be our choice. It's...
Our cross to bear.
Yeah. We either abduct children or we shoot up churches, apparently. That's the white people's bad thing. It's our bad. Sorry, everyone. But... it sucks. Everything sucks. The world sucks. We suck. You suck.
See you next week. Yeah, it's just right now, like, I don't even know what to do. It's just like sexual harassment suits, political chaos, shootings. The end is nigh.
Thor Ragnarok came out and it did really well.
And we didn't see it.
No, I'm sold out. We'll get back to you next week.
And we'll probably be like, that was good.
Yeah, everyone's saying it's really good. So yeah, we'll probably
Well, they said the same thing about Spider-Man.
Yeah. It was okay.
It was okay, and I forgot about it as soon as it was over. That's why I bought the Blu-ray. I certainly don't have a problem.
That's why I bought 3 versions of the movie.
One to open, one to keep wrapped.
Jesus Christ. I will laugh when one day
one
more.
just in case.
one day when all your stupid fucking DVDs and Blu-rays become collector's items.
They won't.
I know. We'll have
I'd be
some
lucky
kind of
if
shortage.
one of them is rare. Because the thing is, like, even the rare shit, like, as soon as someone else is like, oh, we're re-releasing it, the value plummets. Which is why I should strike when the iron's hot. But I'm like, but it's mine.
I was pissed off. We were going through our attic the other week, and I found like some of my old child's toys. Mm-hmm. But it was like a really old Disneyland like car set. You know, like where it's like a little choo-choo train and it just like goes around a track and shit for kids. Mm-hmm. Found that, and it was like all in old packaging, and it looked really fucking. And I was like, oh shit! I just found a fucking gold mine. Came down here and went on eBay, $30. Right out in the fucking trash.
Fuck sentimental value.
Pretty much. I was like, oh, Janelle, because I went up and I found a couple of my old like Godzilla toys that like my dad had ordered from like fucking Japan when I was old.
Oh,
and those are, dude.
Those are worth something?
Dude, I have like $200 to $300 toys up in the attic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would have thought that Japan would have mass produced that shit and it would be worth nothing.
Apparently, like they didn't.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Well, you're wrong, asshole.
But
I'm used to it.
But yeah, shootings and toys.
What?
Mass shootings led right into
the
toys.
new name of our show.
But anywho, we'll get on to our first
hot topic.
The first thing on our list of not new news. But it's we both individually saw a movie. It's the director S. Craig Zahler.
Zahler.
Zahler. Oh God. Zahler. But
no, Nazis are bad.
He's the director behind such classics as Bone Tomahawk, which you saw and I did not. And then it is Brawl in Cell Block 99, which I saw and you did not.
Yep.
So this will be a fun little comparison. We'll both not know what the other one's talking about.
No insights whatsoever. we'll each be like, wow, that sounds terrible.
Well, the thing is that like both these movies are sort of critically acclaimed. Like everybody really fucking likes these movies.
Yeah.
And you did not enjoy Bone Tomahawk, and I did not enjoy Brawl in Cell Block 99.
I liked elements of my movie, but overall
I enjoyed elements of mine too.
And this was happening when we were talking about these movies. It was like they sounded almost like tonally almost the exact same. Mm-hmm. Like somewhat boring first two acts and then a shocking third act.
Pretty much. I mean, I think
or
mine,
an unexpected third act.
Yeah, I mean, I think mine, the Brawl in Cell Block 99, I think he upped the action a little bit because there were little segments of action throughout the movie, but for the most part it was just kind of this man's journey. And I don't know if it was pretty much yours, but it was a horrible verb. But
coffee.
It kind of coffee and water. Disgusting. Whoa. But it almost kind of seemed like his descent into hell. Was that kind of Bonehawk Tomahawk?
I just hear a porn title when I hear Bone Tomahawk. It was. Yeah, you could say it was a descent into hell. Sure.
I mean, I know the Brawl in Cell Block 99. This is going to be an annoying title to keep saying, so I'm just going to say Brawl.
Okay.
So Brawl was
Bronson 2.0.
Yeah. Brawl was definitely Jesus. That made up for mine. Brawl was more of... Shut up! Brawl was more of a throwback to the 70s, like the Grindhouse exploitation films. I think it definitely felt that way, definitely from the soundtrack point of view. I actually was there ever like awkward music cues in Bonehawk Tomahawk?
Boner Hawk. No, I don't think so. I
Oh,
think it was
okay.
pretty standard Western-y.
Oh, because there wasn't this. It was like there wasn't much music in it, but then all of a sudden, like Vince Vaughn, who stars in my movie, Vince Vaughn stars in Brawl, and Kurt Russell stars in yours. I guess we should, for people who don't see it, we probably should give a little backstory
Oh,
to him.
okay.
But
For all 21 of you.
yeah, shut up. It's 21. It's more than last week.
Yeah.
But
Big money.
But no, like he'd be driving around and like it would go to like the next scene in the movie and he'd be in his car and it's just like a jarringly loud like 70s music that's playing.
Like funky?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And it's different, but I mean like it really I literally thought it was 70s music. Here I did a little bit of research and it's like bands that like really fucking recreated the 70s vibe well.
Oh, okay.
So
Probably cheaper that way.
yeah, probably. But no, so that was like the first indication that it was like a throwback to that era of movie. But then there was just like horrible fucking violence in it. And the whole movie was like I don't want to say depressing, but it was just like an ugly fucking movie. Was that Bonehawk Tomahawk?
In my opinion, yes.
All right.
You sort of, I mean, spoiler warning, but you sort of get to know these characters. I mean, it's kind of boring, but it's also, I'll give it credit, like, they're kind of interesting. You just kind of want them to, it's almost like a road movie, a Wild West road movie, and they're just, like, walking for ages. And like you get to know the characters, but at the same time you're like, can we get on with this?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Where's this going?
Just-
And then it just doesn't go anywhere.
Feel free to say I have a low attention span, but you're just like, come on, can we move the plot along here?
Can we do fucking anything? Just any. Can someone trip?
And then maybe that's intentional because as soon as something happens, boy, does it fucking happen. And like you said, it's like violent and unpleasant.
Yeah.
And we've talked about how we don't care for brutal violence in movies anymore. Like it used to be thrilling, but now it's kind of just makes you uncomfortable. And
Yeah, I don't know if it's the age or the time that we live in.
that did have a lot to do.
I
with
mean, I'm just kind of. I don't know. Like I look for movies to escape and whatnot, and then like you see these types of things, which I mean, not your movie, but with Brawl and Cell Block 99, like it's like a drug deal gone wrong, and like cops die and people get like blown away, and then he gets thrown into prison and whatnot, and like he fucking fights prisoners and whatnot, and you're just like, I didn't see this type of shit every fucking day.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That just might be us changing. Hopefully for the fucking better.
Yeah. Growing, not necessarily better.
But yeah, I don't like the violence in my movie. I can tell that was the other cue that it was trying to be like a 70s exploitation grindhouse. It really was that you or me? It was not me. Did you get a text?
I don't know what that was.
All right.
I'm sure it wasn't a text.
But like the violence in it, you can tell. I mean, it's all like practical and whatnot, but it's like kind of on that level where
It's heightened.
it's like heightened, but also some of it is done like really fucking poorly. So like you never know what you're gonna get. Like there's one shot in the beginning, not in the beginning, but it's like the first kind of action scene. But it's like a shootout with the cops and whatnot. And then it's just a really quick over the shoulder like gratuitous shot. It's like one of the cartel members. He's just like, I'm gonna fucking blow your arm off, piggy. And like there's like a cop just laying there, and for no reason he just shoots it, and like the arm like just explodes off, like, but not like graphically, like it doesn't fucking like a bomb went off or something like that. It just kind of like moves over an inch, and it just like. And it just kind of moves, and then like blood spurts out of it, and then it,
is it grounded?
Like it's grounded, so you can tell like the guy has like it's just like a fake arm out and whatnot. But like it's just the way it's done. It's just so quick and unnecessary. You're like that didn't add anything to this. That was just showing me that this person's an asshole.
Yeah.
But then there's also other shots in the movie where it's towards the end where Vince Vaughn like comically smashes a guy's face into the concrete floor a couple times drags it along for 20 feet, and then flips the guy over, and it's like, it just looks like putty is his face. Like, you could tell someone just quickly did it. Okay. And then there's just, like, skull underneath it, and he's just like, he's just making this horrible breathing noise, and you're like...
Is it comical?
I don't know. To me, I was like, well, that's not the violence that was in this movie. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Out of left field.
I don't know how to take it. I just know I didn't really care for the movie.
It almost makes me think he's trying to pull like a Tarantino, where like...
I have read a couple of reviews where they're saying he's Tarantino-like, this director.
But I feel like he doesn't quite get it. Like, Tarantino, I don't want to say he goes for cartoonish violence. Well, he did in Kill Bill.
He does now. I think everything post-Kill Bill he does.
Yeah.
Now he's really into the blood spray and the gigantic blood packets.
Right. And...
Hell, in fucking Django...
Django?
In Django, when, like, someone shot someone with a rifle, like, the sound effect was a fucking cannon going off.
That's true.
And then, like, awesome you heard it go, like, pew, plat, and, like, it just fucking exploded, one gunshot. Yeah.
It's like Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Slime. Yeah, so... For me, personally, like... The way you're describing that violence is like dead on with Bone Tomahawk, which I guess shouldn't be that shocking because I think he made yours right after Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah. Bonehawk Tomahawk was the first.
Boner Hawk.
And then there was
Lady Hawk.
There was a movie that came out before yours, which sounds even fucking worse, and I didn't even want to see that. It was like Asylum something.
Oh yeah, no thanks. It's probably even less polished than the ones we're talking about.
Yeah, well, it's apparently like some asylum, and then like the power goes off and the inmates go crazy and they just like devour the people that work there, and then it's over. I'm like, who wants to see that?
That's the thing. Like, the way, I mean, I know mine, and the way you described yours, is it just shock value? Are you supposed to be like, oh, that's so surprising, therefore this is a good movie? Like,
no, that's not me anymore.
I mean, back when they were remaking all the horror movies, like Texas Chainsaw, it's like, oh, this violence is cool. Like, I'm a teenager, and like, I mean, I'm certainly not mature, but like, I just don't. Again, like you said, maybe it's a sign of the times. Like, there's so much awfulness in the world right now. Like, I don't know if I really want to see that shit much anymore. Yeah, unless there's like a really good point for it, or it feels like a dark comedy, like The Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not really... For one thing, I don't really want to see that movie, Brawl on Cell Block, whatever.
It's weird. I mean, and then there's... Because I get it, like, the shock value, and, like, if you're supposed to watch it, it's like, oh, half of these effects are pretty bad. Like, with the era of the 70s and whatnot, like, they didn't put that much work into it. But then there's one plot point which I couldn't get past. It's, well, I guess the whole movie I should explain really quick. He's a drug dealer. A drug deal goes wrong. Well, he's not a drug dealer. He's a drug runner. One, they get busted, and then he goes to prison. He also has a pregnant wife, and they're like, oh, we love each other. And then when he's in prison, they kidnap his wife, and then they tell him he has to get sent to this other maximum. Nice, fuck your cat.
She likes it.
He has to get sent to another maximum security prison, and he has to kill this guy who's on cell block 99, which is like the worst cell block there is in America.
Okay.
So that's the gist of the movie. But then there's one part, and I can get past everything, and I think this is just the part that upset me the most. And it's not because like I have kids anymore. I'm not just like, oh, I can't watch violence against children because I don't know, fuck children. But
I mean, I would get that if it were true.
I mean, I get that too, but it's not. And they're just and they're just like, they're like, we have your wife. You're gonna kill this guy, and if you don't, we're gonna give your wife an abortion in such a way that we're gonna have. And I thought this part was a little funny, that we're gonna fly a Korean doctor. I'm like, of course it's a Korean doctor. And they're like, we're going to fly him over, and he's going to, like, go inside
Wait, why of course it's a Korean doctor?
I don't know, because they're fucked up like that.
Oh, okay.
But, no, and he's like, he's going to perform a surgery where he's going to go into your wife while she's alive and the baby's still alive, and he's gonna like, what the hell did they say? He's gonna clip off the limbs and keep the baby alive.
You told me about.
And then we're gonna mail you the limbs, and then then we're gonna keep both of them alive for the mother to give birth to the baby, and then we're gonna kill the baby anyway, and then we're gonna kill your wife anyway. And I'm just like,
overkill.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, I get it. Like, you want to, like, we don't see much of the villains, so you want the audience to know they're fucking terrible.
It's like the director's like, yeah, how violent can I be?
Yeah. He's like,
I'm gonna make you sick.
Yeah, he's like, what's the worst fucking thing I could think of?
Like a fucking Serbian film.
And I'm just like, okay, that was fucking horrible. But the part that gets me is that they repeat that to him, like, 4 other times throughout the movie, like, in that graphic detail.
Director's like, you get it?
Yeah, he's like, it's not just like, oh, you know what you have to do because you know what we're going to do to your wife. Like, bring it up that way. I'm just like, okay. But he's just like, no, remember, if you don't do this, we're going to fucking remove your limbs from your unborn child and then kill it once it's alive and kill your baby and mother.
Like,
and,
I got it, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay. You've said this 3 times now. And then the very end, when he finally does meet the villain's just like, you can't kill me. Because remember, we're going to cut off your baby's arms and legs. I'm like, there's 5 fucking minutes left of this movie. I get it. But
do it, pussy.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's the part that got me. I'm like, this is fucking overkill to the extreme.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you. Like, this is just cheap shock value.
Yeah. I mean, I guess quickly summarizing mine. Boner Tomahawk.
Bonehawk Tomahawk.
Boner Lady Hawk. A woman gets kidnapped, and a bunch of cowboys go try to get her back from...
like Indians, right?
I was corrected on this. They're not Indians, they're...
Monster Indians?
Mongoloids?
Oh, even worse.
I think I'm wrong. Whatever... Another word for, like, an ancient person.
Oh. Mongols? Mongoloid is like...
Mongolians?
Mongolians? No, Mongoloids is like retarded, Ben. Are they Mongoloid Indians?
They act a bit like that.
Mongrels?
I'll put it right here.
Okay.
Or unless I forget. I guess that's what this is for.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, write that down.
But Mongolians? Question mark. But
yeah, and then like the cowboys go and save them.
Kind of.
Sort of.
I mean, you could piece it together from my description what happens, but
So they go to save her and it goes wrong, and then they
it goes a bit sour.
okay, go south a little bit.
A little bit. And that's basically how the movie wraps up. And you're just like, boy, what a fun-filled...
So do they not save her? I don't fucking care. Spoilers.
I'm like 90% sure they save her unless that's another woman.
Okay, so they save someone and let them go, but they basically all sacrifice themselves.
Like, more than half of them are slaughtered.
What the fuck, Ripley?
Did she ricochet off the wall?
I hope so. I hope she has like a broken leg over there. So anyway, violence is horrible, but I hope your cat's dying.
I don't blame you. No, like half of them are slaughtered horribly, and like
isn't like some guy
like slowly.
Yeah, isn't like some guy cut in half, like from the dick down.
A dude's cut in half. Kurt Russell gets a flask shoved into his side.
He gets a what?
A flask shoved into him.
Oh, like a flask, like a drinking flask?
Yes.
Like shoved in a wound, or like they literally shove it into him, creating a wound?
The wound is created, and then the flask is inserted.
Oh, does he die from that?
I'm probably eventually, but he makes it through the movie run.
Oh, okay. Vince Vaughn does not make it through my movie.
Oh, and I think he also gets his hand cut off.
Oh,
yeah, it's a bumpy road. But yeah, it's just like quick summary. We got to save this woman. Most of us are killed horribly, but we got her. Yay!
All right.
And I'm just sitting there like,
yeah, like God damn, this was horrible.
Yeah.
All right.
But Richard Jenkins is awesome. He's like invisible in that movie.
Oh, really?
He acts like an old prospector or something.
Is that it? Is there anything to his role?
He's just like an old man, but you're like, holy shit, that's Richard Jenkins.
Oh, okay.
He might even have prosthetics on. He's like, or he's just that good.
Yeah, he's always good.
Did you have any good bit parts in your movie? How was the cast other than Vince Vaughn?
Forgettable.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know anyone in the movie. I mean, except for his wife, which was Jennifer Carpenter. That was from the Dexter series. That was his sister.
Yeah, her
And
career
then
didn't really go.
no, and then the German guy I remember, but I can't remember his name. Udo Krieger.
I think I know who you're talking
The
about.
guy from the first Blade movie.
Yeah,
like the old guy.
he's always like a vampire.
He's always some
mob.
evil old man.
Yeah, yeah.
And he played the evil old man in this movie, too.
Not typecast whatsoever.
No, but no, I don't understand Vince Vaughn's character in this movie pretty much from the get-go. Because I don't know if he's supposed to be like a tad bit like autistic or something like that, but his character's just kind of off. He has like a weird southern like slang to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Where's the movie set?
I don't know.
Okay. I guess Grindhouse movies typically don't
Yeah, I know.
fill out those details.
But like he's a stickler for detail, and then like there's other things that I'm forgetting, but he's like superhuman strong, and they never explain why. Like I'm pretty sure there was one throwaway line. It was just some guard, and he's just like, "Oh, you're a big strong guy," and he's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "You can't explain it like that. Like that's not how it works." Like the opening of the movie.
Well, that further proves your like Grindhouse theory, I guess.
I guess. But
You're like, I guess, but fuck that.
yeah, no. The movie starts off and he finds his wife cheating on him for some reason, and like he tells her to get in the house because she's in her car, and then he proceeds to just beat her car up, and then he tears like the hood off, and I'm
Is he
just
the Hulk?
yeah. See, that's the part where I'm just like, well, no, like people can't do that. Like that's I don't want to say that's literally impossible, but my God, that's damn near impossible. I mean, unless you're an actual bodybuilder and have, like, fucking huge muscles, which you do not. You're just a tall, like, lengthy dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get it. Like, he always gets... It's one of those things where, like, of course, all movies, like, fight scenes are not realistic in one bit. But, I mean, like, he's getting beaten over the head with, like, a crowbar, and he's just like, I'll kill you. What are you doing? Why? Why are you putting Hulk hands on?
He's like, Yar, I'm in an unnecessary Psycho remake.
That was not worth it.
Hulk smashed my career.
But
It made me happy.
great, I'm so glad. But
Easier.
but yeah, I don't understand it, and they never explain it. Like he kills everyone horribly, and I don't understand his character, and then it's over. Also, he dies.
Nothing's happening.
Well, no, like that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of things happening. It doesn't
Everyone
sound
looks disappointed.
like it doesn't sound anywhere nearly as horribly boring as your movie, but
I wouldn't even say mine's horribly.
well, I mean, at least something's going on other than
Yours
walking
sounds
through the,
yours
walking
sounds
through the
to have
desert.
a bit more of a pulse than mine.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. He's just everything about his character is weird, and I don't understand it, and they don't explain any of it. That's it.
A glowing endorsement.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So, what do you guys think of
Yeah, did anyone
S. David
Zahler?
Zahler?
Whatever, that guy. He sure is a director. You know,
We mentioned the Film Exodus blog
Yeah.
last week, and I'm pretty sure there are quite a few fans of this guy. So I think we're in the minority.
again.
Yeah. What else is new? But we actually roasted Bone Tomahawk. Not a great movie to riff. Half the people were disturbed as much as we warned them about it. Because, yeah, it's a fucked up finale.
Yeah. But for as much shitting as we did on these two movies, I will say that I'm very interested in his next movie that I've looked up on IMDb.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
It's a movie that I can't remember the name.
I'm sold.
No, but it's about two cops out in LA, I think, and it's like an older cop and a younger rookie cop, and fucking Mel Gibson's the older cop and Vince Vaughn's the younger cop, and I guess they're both assholes or something like that, and they get suspended.
Is it called Lethal Old School?
Sure. But no, they both get suspended, and then they both turn to a life of crime to like support their families, and I guess like things go horribly wrong, which I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the fuck you expect. You're fucking cops, you know what happens.
Horribly, disturbingly wrong.
Yeah.
You won't sleep after this movie. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
And I was just like, oh well, as much shitting as we just did on these movies, I'll fucking see that movie.
I was about to say I'm fucking sold on anything Mel Gibson's involved with, but Daddy's Home too is
Except for that movie.
tough sell. But yeah, he's got the Tom Cruise effect for me. Like, he seems like an awful human being, but he's a damn fine actor.
Yeah.
And filmmaker. I mean, Tom Cruise isn't, but just look at The Mummy,
Yeah.
which he apparently co-directed. Any final thoughts on this fella?
I don't know.
Maybe he'll
Just
show up and be offended too.
yeah, I know. Maybe I'll offend this director. That'd be awesome.
We just become the fucking Perez Hilton scum of the movie world.
We just say everything sucks, and for some reason people care about what we think.
No, that's never gonna happen.
But speaking of douchebags out in Hollywood with Perez Hilton.
Oh god, we've talked about
for
fucking
some
Harvey Weinstein again?
Yeah. No, not
We're
him.
giving him too much fucking...
No, not him. I just think it's really funny. One, I mean, just because you mentioned Perez Hilton, I think it's funny that him, of all people, hasn't come out like with someone saying he's touched them. But
oh, yeah.
no, it made me laugh this past week because I saw an article and they were like, Andy Dick is the latest person to have people come and...
I was like, no!
Yeah! Like, that just made me LOL.
Not saintly Dick.
It just made me laugh. I was like, the fuck do you expect?
Yeah, there have been a couple of those, like Brett Ratner. I was just like, no,
Yeah,
he's an upstanding citizen.
Any picture you see of him, you're just like, he's fucking touching people.
Yeah, a couple of these have not been surprising. Kevin Spacey was a bit of a surprise.
Bit of a surprise, but I was upset that I wasn't as surprised as I should have been. He kind of...
Yeah, after the initial, like, I was just like, well...
Yeah, he kind of has that look. And it's weird that all these people have that look. Like, once you... Like, it's always things that you kind of think. You're like, oh, he's a really neat actor. I mean, he looks a little rapey, but he's a great actor. And then they're just like, no, but seriously, he fucking touched and raped people. You're like, well...
Well, that could be a coincidence.
No.
If it wasn't, I would be... I mean, I would expect, like, Tarantino to show up on that list.
He might.
Doesn't he just like to suck toes? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. There's something wrong with everything nowadays.
Yeah.
Can't suck toes unwantedly. I mean, that's a weird
crime.
thing. That's a weird thing to go for, though.
Yeah. We all have our kinks, but ew.
Tarantino, suck my toes! Everyone's like, ew.
Yeah. Why'd you tell us
What
that?
the fuck? I don't...
That was the thing. I remember that controversy when that chick was just like, Tarantino had me over and all he wanted to do was suck my toes. And people were just like, well, that's kind of gross, but who the fuck cares?
He's Quentin Tarantino. Let him suck your fucking
Yeah,
toes.
he even released some statement like, that was private. Like, you bitch.
But, again, not surprising one bit if you've seen any fucking Quentin Tarantino film.
Right.
He's got a thing for the feet.
Like, after that came out, I'm watching Kill Bill. I'm like, how did I not see this?
Yeah, I mean, it was the one scene, and it was when she was trying to wiggle her toes after she woke up from her coma, and of course it's just like a close up on her feet.
Yeah.
For a long time, and I remember in the theater thinking like, well, this is a really fucking awkward shot. Like, that's it. That's my thought. I'm like, why are we fucking watching her
I was
toes?
just like, damn, Uma Thurman's got some jacked up toes.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure like everyone wanted him to cut that scene, and just Quentin Tarantino's whacking off in the fucking office. Like, no, we're keeping this shit.
Right behind the editor.
Yeah.
No.
The editor is just like on the keyboard. Yeah, he's on like the keyboard. Sir, it's on my shoulder. Your ball bag is on my shoulder.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's slapping it on his ear.
How the fuck did we get to this?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, harassment.
Oh yeah. But yes, so that's your weekly update on fucking unwanted sexcapades in Hollywood.
Ongoing.
It just keeps getting funner and funner.
Yeah.
It's not a word.
Funner's not a word?
I don't know, is it? Funner? Sounds dumb. Funner.
Now I want funnel cake.
What was your new segment? Everyone's on the seat.
Speaking of funner,
Everyone's on the edge of their seat with anticipation for Ben's new segment.
so in the wasteland that is the dating scene, or rather the online dating scene, which is pretty much all there is now.
Yeah. It's either that or like try to actually go out and meet women.
Oh, fuck that shit. But no, so I check a few apps. I do the Tinders, I do the OkCupids, I do the Bumbles.
How's that going for you?
Poorly.
Okay.
But I also look at a little dark corner of the internet called Craigslist.
Oh.
And most of the posts, well, like 99% of the
I was
posts
going to say,
are fake.
Yes.
But this can be a little humorous. Because, and my new segment will be funny Craigslist headlines.
Okay, I like it.
Headlines? Titles. Posts.
Posts?
Shit.
Funny Craigslist shit.
Yeah. It's a work in progress.
Still working out the kinks here.
Yeah. But my favorite this week,
Okay.
I need your difficult cock in between my large tits.
All right, I like it. Difficult.
I've never heard a cock described as difficult.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does that mean it's so large it's like hard to handle?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or it's got a hook to it so it doesn't
Yeah.
quite fit in between the tits properly?
Or it doesn't want to get up properly. Like it's difficult to work with. It's constantly going flaccid.
I should have inquired.
Either way, I don't know why anyone would want that kind of penis.
It's just, it makes me giggle.
Well, that was good. That was a very...
You're welcome, Internet. Short and to the point.
Yeah.
Just like my cock.
I like that segment. Yeah, Craigslist is really good for that. I like going on to the women for women portion of that.
Oh, right.
And then like they just say like they're hungry for meaty pussy. And I'm just like, says that.
Ew. I want your beef curtains.
Yeah, I'm just like, wow, these bulldogs are horrible. they're just as graphic as us.
Why am I pitching a tent?
Yeah. I was like, oh, is that a picture of her? Yeah, I'll wag it.
Yeah, that's the thing. In my sleuthing on Craigslist, it's like, check out how sexy I am. And they'll post a picture. I'm just like, oh, that's cool. Google search. Well, that's a stock image.
Yeah. Yeah,
Can't get past me.
Yeah, didn't you do it the other week and it was just a blatant porn star?
Yeah.
Like, it was one of those porn stars that was... It could be real. Like, it was the normal-looking porn star. She was pretty, but, like, it wasn't...
She was almost nearly, kind of, sort of, nearly in my league.
Yeah.
But not really.
Just a hair.
Just gun hair away.
Just a smidge. But, well, sorry. I mean, it's either that or have...
Man.
It's either that or have 2 kids, and life sure is fun. It's not.
I had nothing to respond to that.
But
Grass is always greener.
yeah, you're not.
Basically, being an adult fucking sucks, no matter...
It's true. I remember, like, the worst thing that we ever had to look forward to was like, oh my god, there's a test on Friday.
Yeah.
Now I fucking wish there was a test on Friday.
I just think of
now there's
Adam
$500
Sandler.
worth of fucking bills that are due on Friday.
I think of that Adam Sandler clip like every week. You gotta cherish it.
But I don't know. I got nothing. What do you got?
On a brighter note, no, it's not brighter.
Oh.
No, Ridley Scott is not. He thinks the xenomorph, the alien, has run out of steam.
The xenomorph that he has run out of steam
Yeah.
has now run out of steam for everybody to use.
It's certainly not that he's run out of talent, personally. It's that we don't like the monster anymore.
Yeah. Why? Because nobody went and saw Covenant?
Yeah, it had a pretty shitty box office. And
I mean, we did our job.
Yeah, we gave our hard-earned money to that movie.
That was a shitty movie. That was like halfway through. I was like, this movie sucks. Like, I gave it credit.
I almost defended it, but I really can't.
No, I gave it credit for like the first like half an hour or something like that, and
benefit of the doubt, even though it was full of a bunch of fucking idiots.
Then it just kept going, and I'm just like, no, this movie's garbage. Not garbage, but it sucks.
I just don't get why he has Fox's like nuts in a vice. It's like, clearly you would have made more money with that Neil Blomkamp.
Yeah.
Look that up on Urban Dictionary. But they put all their chips on Ridley Scott, which, yeah, okay, I understand. But, like, I think he's kind of gone mad with power.
Yeah, he seems kind of like an asshole, too. Like,
he's just... I actually listened to his commentary on Covenant because I'm a glutton for punishment. But, like, that dude is full of himself.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Like, if there's any question of, like, the quality of his films, like, we're just wrong.
Oh, really?
I mean, not verbatim,
you don't understand my genius.
Yeah, and, like, I sort of get his attempt to, like, explore deeper themes of, like, where we come from, but you don't fucking do that with the Alien franchise.
Yeah.
Like, they're just a bunch of insects that swarm people.
Yeah,
like,
not anymore. Now they're engineered.
And he couldn't even get their fucking, like, gestation shit right. It's like, it's simple. Facehugger, chest burster, alien.
Yeah.
But then, like, an alien just, like, crawls out of someone. He's like, what's up?
Yeah. Hi, Michael Fassbender. Hi, alien. You want me to kill anyone today?
Do I?
Yeah. All those over there. Cool. I'll see you, buddy.
How'd you make me, buddy? I don't know. Okay.
I just fucking, like, mashed a bunch of plants and insects together. And then I shoved you down this guy's throat, and out you popped.
He just has one goo and another goo, and he's just like...
Stirs it around and throws it on the wall. Then a fucking egg just... Hey, I got it!
That was easy. But... Yeah, He had this lofty goal of, like, yeah, we're going to do 6 more. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And now he's just like, yeah, I guess we're done.
Yeah. Yeah, it all kind of sucked. I mean, I was always one of the people that defended Prometheus. I thought that was... It still had its problems, but I thought it was a damn good, science fiction film. The look and...
The look, for sure. It's a gorgeous movie.
But...
He never gets that wrong.
Yeah. But, I mean, that looks even better next to Covenant.
Yeah. Well, partly because... Like, for all my problems with Prometheus, it was still kind of its own thing. It didn't even have Alien in the title.
Yeah.
It was like an outlier to the franchise, so it could almost stand on its own. But then they did this weird, like... It's like, Fox was like, we'd really like Alien in your Alien movie. And he's just like, fuck you, okay, I guess. And he just, like, jammed it in.
Yeah. Right up their old buttholes.
But it didn't
work one fucking bit.
So.
Yeah, I really would have loved to have seen that fucking Neil, what was his name, like Blomkamp or
It's like Blomkamp.
Blomkamp.
Mein Kampf.
We call him Blumpkin.
He should team up with Zahler.
Yeah, those two.
Mein Kampf.
Jesus Christ. No, but I would have loved to have seen his Alien.
Yeah, I mean,
granted
the concept art had Ripley like in alien armor, which was a little odd. But but you can't really fuck up Ripley any more than she already has been.
Who do I have to fuck to get off this boat?
Yeah. I was just excited to see a movie that just disregards everything after Alien 2.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to that. I don't even know how you have the balls to do that. Like, what do you do? Like, do you explain that in an opening text? It's just like, or he's just like, it just starts. It's just like, all right, this movie is just an alternate.
That's what they're doing with Halloween as well.
What, the remake?
Yeah, it's going to disregard, I think, every sequel after...
The original?
Yeah.
Like, it's just a...
Or it's after part 2, but I think they might even be scrapping part 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I think there are... I mean, we could do a whole show on the whole Alien franchise, but I think there's I kind of like Alien 3 a little bit, but...
It was different.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know if it was a good different, but it definitely was different.
Yeah, that's one thing you can say about that franchise. Every movie is very different.
I can't say anything good about Resurrection. I didn't get that movie. There's people that love it. Like, it's goofy, cartoony. Yeah, I don't get it one fucking bit, and I don't think it's good.
Right.
But
yeah, people say it's more entertaining than the others, and I'm just like,
which it is. It's definitely lighter, but it's also goofier and
fucking
cartoony.
cartoon.
Yeah, the whole thing's weird, which I don't really understand. Which, I mean, you kind of get that when you know the fucking director of it didn't speak a lick of English. Like, I don't really know who thought that was a great idea.
It's probably cheap. That's all I ever think in those situations.
I always love the behind-the-scenes footage, and they're just like, all right, our director's telling us to do something. We don't really know what it is because he's speaking in French. Yeah, like they were saying a lot of times they had like a fucking just like an interpreter. Like, he didn't know how to properly give, like he had like a grasp on the English language, but he didn't get the whole fucking thing. Mm-hmm. So like he couldn't properly instruct everyone to do what he wanted to do. So he'd like tell them, and then like he'd give up, and then he'd talk to someone, and then someone would tell him what to do.
Man, the more behind the scenes stuff I hear about and read about, it's just like, Hollywood's such a shit show. How does it even work?
I know. How are we not there?
You just gotta harass people, apparently.
I guess we should next year. We'll try this. We'll document it, and we'll
just go there in Speedos.
We'll go there in
whipped cream on our nips.
Yeah, and then we'll just say who wants to lick our assholes. Also, we have a script.
Right this way.
Yeah. It's just like, it'd be like, you know what? Hollywood's a great place. We got our assholes cleaned by some dude, and we got $1 million for a script. That we'll document that. So either we'll be in
documentary.
Jail.
Basement Bros goes Hollywood.
Yeah, Basement Bros go to Hollywood and gets their buttholes cleaned. Yeah, so we'll definitely do that next year.
Okay.
That's just as good as ending point as any.
Jesus Christ. I was also going to go back and say that, like, Alien and Predator are two franchises that are consistently hit that point of, how did you fuck this up?
Yeah.
Like, neither monster is complicated.
No.
They both need to be, like, horrible killing machines, and they just gotta fit their simple rules. Like,
they're very simple rules.
Very simple. The Predator, like, only kills, like, threats or, like, challenges. And
in the warmth. In warm environments.
Yeah. Right.
Not in the Antarctic. You fuck!
And the aliens are just bugs.
Yeah.
They're not...
That's it.
The fucking prequelitis. It's like Patton Oswalt says, it's like, I just like the shit I like. It's like, do you think Angelina Jolie's hot? Great. Here's John Voight's ballsack.
It's true. Not everything has to be explained. And that's what... I don't know if Hollywood doesn't get it, or if they're just trying to milk more ideas out of it. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both, too. But, like, there's a really neat quality of the unknown.
Yeah.
And boy, do they keep trying to explain it fucking horribly.
Which I guess is another... I mean, the Halloween movie is topical, but that's another thing that they've said, like, we don't need to know who Michael Myers is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the
new movie?
What's
he's just going to be a mysterious figure.
Oh, it's just going to be back to Michael Myers in a Halloween costume killing people for no reason? Good! That's all we need. Have the cast be sort of entertaining.
Right.
So that when they get killed, you're like, I thought she made me laugh that one time.
Yeah.
She made me laugh that one time.
She had a nice caboose.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I will miss her.
or she had a really nice rack on her.
Yeah.
Like when she changed her clothes, they didn't cut away. It was just here's my titties, and I went, thank you.
You're in the audience. You're like, thank you.
Yeah, see,
High five.
Yeah, just like nudge the woman next to you. See, show me your titties.
She's like, don't.
Yeah, sir, here. Thank you.
Oh, cool.
But
Click.
yeah. So then when she dies, you're like, oh, I miss that. I miss those tits.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, and have the theme.
No, I just want John Carpenter to go da 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 da.
Like his image is always in the bottom of the corner of the screen.
It's watermarked.
Yeah. And he's like drinking and whatnot, and then like someone's like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
start the theme."
Hey, wait.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
It'd be even better if it was a live stream. He was just always in his home, so for every showing everywhere, they had to time it perfectly that he could do it for the same thing.
Yeah, I would watch that.
I would too. I'd watch the shit out of that. I don't know what we were talking about before this.
No.
Remakes suck.
Yeah.
All right.
Unless they're good. But even then, they kind of suck.
All right. Got anything else?
I feel like we didn't even cover all the things we said at the beginning of the episode.
Well, no. We talked about the movie. We talked about the Hollywood sexcapades, and
Did we even talk about that shooting?
a little bit. I didn't want
Enough.
to bog this down. Everyone knows it happened.
I didn't want to bring the crowd down like you just did, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone was real. Everyone was like, "Oh man, this was a good episode, Mike and Ben. You guys do really good. I can't wait for you guys to hit it off." And then Ben came in and be like,
Domestic terror.
"Yeah." Now we just 3 people unsubscribed.
Well, Charles Manson's making a Tarantino movie.
Whoa! Oh, Tarantino's making a Charles.
Spin it back
Charles
now and reverse it.
He's making a Charles Manson movie.
Yeah, I was gonna try to sneak that in earlier. But
I was more intrigued by Charles Manson making a Tarantino film.
I would watch that too. Wouldn't make any fucking sense. But
I don't know how that's gonna go. I mean, Tarantino's always kind of
what
right.
do you mean you don't know how it's gonna go?
Well,
It's fucking Tarantino.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, that's kind of... I don't know, it's just a weird subject material for him. I always feel Tarantino's skirting that line of, like, this could be
If he
fucked
is
up.
actually crazy.
Yeah, like, it could be fucked up, but he does it in such, like, a comical way that, like, this is awesome. Like, it's...
He's like, you see, Charles Manson is actually the hero of the
Yeah,
story.
and
Oh, no.
Yeah, I just don't know how that's going to go.
Sharon Tate deserved to die.
Uh-oh, now, okay, I'm glad he's only got one more movie.
He's just monologuing in a robe. What's going on here? But, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, okay. Great, thanks for bringing that up.
Should we address those requests?
Of what?
Best sequel?
No. Well, that's it for this week's episodes of Basement Bros. Be sure to like and subscribe and come back next week for more Hollywood unwanted sexcapades.
And put money in our Patron.
Patreon account. You know what it's up to?
$0.
$0.
I'm going to forget that thing even exists.
Even if we do get money in it, I'm not going to fucking know how to take it out.
Yeah, me neither.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I was going to reiterate that people should visit Film Exodus.
Oh. Nah. It's a really good place to hear people's opinions.
That's my opinion.